Hoosiers are lining up at the polls with control of Congress and local races at stake. Precincts opened at 6 a.m. this morning. They'll close at 6 p.m. tonight. Good afternoon and welcome to 13 News at noon. On this election day, I'm Julia Moffett. Hoosiers are voting on one senator and a lot of state house and local races. Our Samantha Johnson has been at the polls all morning, joins us live from Hinkle Fieldhouse with the very latest there. Good morning, Samantha.
Hi, Julia. Yeah, we have seen thousands of voters already here in the Hoosier state, and we still have 6 hours to go. We're expecting many more here at Hinkle Fieldhouse. What I can tell you is throughout the day today, we've been checking in with some of our county election boards just to make sure there are no major delays, make sure things are running smoothly. And that's because this morning, some of our key voting centers did open late, including here at the Fieldhouse.
Polls are officially open.
Better late than never.
We're at 6:15 this morning. That left more than 30 people, some of Indiana's first voters, waiting outside in the dark. Now, the good news is once the doors opened, voters told us it was smooth sailing, a quick and easy process that really only took a few minutes. It was a similar story down the street at St. Thomas Aquinas. Officials with the Marion County Election Board say one of the machines there stopped accepting ballots for just a couple minutes around 8 o'clock this morning. Some voters then decided to go elsewhere rather than wait. But poll workers told us after a few minutes.
To be honest, it's a convenient stop on the way to school, right? But more importantly, I think it's one of those experiences that if we can just model early, and it's a nice thing to talk about, and maybe we can even talk about what it means and watch some of the election results.
Now, as a woman, I think it's important to vote for women's rights. And depending on what that means to you, that might mean something different for everyone.
Now, I mentioned checking in with some of our county election boards. Hamilton and Hendricks County tell me no problems to report so far today. Pretty much smooth sailing this morning. Here in Marion County, we can tell you that just a couple locations opened early opened late, I should say, just because of some minor delays this morning. No major problems to report there either. If you are coming out to vote today, especially after work, just remember the polls are open until 6 o'clock, and as long as you're in line before 6, your vote will count. We've got all this information for you right now at WTHR.com/elections. We're live in Indianapolis today. Samantha Johnson, 13 News.
All right, Samantha, thank you. So what's on the ballot for Hoosiers today? One U.S. Senator, a U.S. Representative, 3 statewide offices, Secretary of State, Auditor, and Treasurer. Well, from New York and Florida to Colorado and Arizona and California, lines are long at polls as Americans cast their ballots in this important midterm election. Control of Congress at stake here. Karen Kafa has the latest on the push to get people out to vote and what we might expect tonight.
In the final hours of the 2022 midterm campaign, Democrats, including President Joe Biden, asking voters to see this less as a referendum on his presidency and more as a defense against a potentially destructive Republican majority.
We know in our bones that our democracy is at risk, and we know that this is your moment to defend it.
Republicans, optimistic voters will blame Democrats for decades-high inflation, pinching Americans every time they go to the grocery store, and other issues hitting households more acutely as the party aims to flip both chambers of Congress.
Why is it competitive? Cost of living, crime, the inflation, the lost learning through COVID.
Republicans also eyeing former President Donald Trump's sway in tight contests like the U.S. Senate race in Ohio, where Trump stumped Monday night as the former president flirts with announcing a 2024 bid.
Tomorrow you must vote Republican in a giant red wave that we've all been hearing about.
But Democrats also see the talk of another Trump run as a motivator for their voters, especially women.
Our strength is based on who we lift up. And so we will fight, and when we fight, we win.
Vice President Kamala Harris crisscrossing the country to campaign with women candidates in the home stretch, centering a closing message against Republicans' restrictive abortion and voting rights proposals, 2 issues Democrats hope will make a difference.
To read about all the candidates and races on the ballot, you can check out our voter guide at WTHR.com and on the 13 News app. And then tonight, be sure to tune into 13 News on air and online. We'll have all those results as soon as they come in.